Hi, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. I'm Melissa Peshka with Essential Life Mastery Coaching and Healing. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today, I want to ask you, are you ashamed of your trauma? I know I've been on this trauma lately. Well, that is my specialty. However, I feel that it's an important topic and it needs to be talked about. And something came to my mind that, are you ashamed of your trauma? Do you tend to not talk about it, think about it on purpose? I mean, do you not share it with your close family and friends? I'm sure you're always thinking about it, and I'm sure you can't shut it off. But what I'm saying is, are you keeping it a secret from those people? People that could be supportive of you. Ashamed of what you're going through and feeling. And sometimes you even have shame for somebody that might have been the culprit of said trauma, the reason. And that's shameful because, especially if you still care for the person, you might not want to reveal that. But subconsciously, you're dismissing it. You're dismissing how you feel, and that is denial. You might be thinking, feeling, if I put it out there, if I talk to people about it, I will have to relive it. I will have to talk about it. It's telling your story. It's your story right now because that's what's going on in your life. So you figure if I don't tell anybody my story, I won't have to deal with it. Yes. But you also won't be able to grow from it and heal from it if you don't. This is called processing, acceptance. If the trauma wasn't your fault, what do you have to be ashamed about? You can't control anybody except yourself. I'm not saying to play the victim role here, but you didn't ask for this. And even if you maybe had a small part in it, still doesn't justify what was done. So why do you feel ashamed? Instead, you might be feeling lost, not knowing what to do or how to unpack it all. So instead of doing all that work to push it away, when trauma hits, sometimes we feel worthless. We think, if I only this or that. The if onlys start coming up, wondering what would have happened if you did things differently, if you were different. Again, there's part of it where you think you're not good enough, you're not worthy. You start to have the self-doubts, the limiting beliefs. If you were fantastic, if you were good enough, if you were safe enough, if you were whatever, this might not have happened. But you can't always control that. Healing from trauma isn't the easiest or enjoyable work. But if you think differently, you might just see the positive in it. What's positive about going through a trauma? Well, for one, growth, knowledge, change. You will learn so much about yourself that I promise you will not believe it. And if you don't do the growth and do the work, you could stay the same way. Stay with where you are right now, stuck in this place of denial, of turmoil, of unhappiness, unease, and you'll be miserable. And guess what? When you're in diseasement, your body will grow disease because it's diseasement. What happens internally will eventually manifest externally. Excuse me. You will get sick, all of that stuff. You'll be exhausted. Going through trauma is exhausting. It is exhausting because every being of you, your body, your mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever, is getting exhausted. Your adrenaline will kick up. You will eventually crash from your adrenals. Could go into adrenal failure. I know it happened to me. And if I didn't get the right help, who knows what would have happened. But I did get the help, and I did put myself back into my body, back into easement. And my mind, everything, it was all happening simultaneously. I guarantee you, even though you heal, you might experience trauma again. You might, but you will be better prepared for the next time, because through this acceptance and willingness to heal, you get to create new boundaries for yourself. You can control what, when, where, and how your life evolves to a degree, because you stood up to the trauma and decided you were going to thrive, not letting the trauma, PTSD, win, because that is what you're going through. You're going through PTSD from the trauma. And if you don't heal it, you will have trigger after trigger after trigger after trigger. And it will come back. But having the right tools and the know-how to heal from this current situation that you're in will prepare you for the future. I, for one, know multiple traumatic events that were pretty similar. And having healed from the first one, the second one was easier. Learning new things, growing even more, because I grew then, and now I'm even growing even more. Now I get to look back and evaluate. What did I do differently? What can I do differently? How can I grow from this new experience? And I'm still breathing, okay? I'm still here. I'm still thriving. And like I said, through this experience, through this acceptance and willingness to heal, you get to create new boundaries for yourself. That statement is so positive and profound. Yes, you will be a change. There will be a change in your mindset. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. I don't know how else to say that everything starts in your mind. Everything. Your thoughts create your actions, create your feelings, create your action, and your feelings create your actions, and so forth and so on. Everything is a trickle effect. And what you think in the beginning is what you will create. If you think, I'm exhausted, as soon as you open your eyes, as soon as you get out of bed, that's how your day is going to go. So start your day off with mantras. Start your day off with a meditation. Start your day off with stretching. Before you turn the news on, before you open your phone, before you do anything, do that and start off on a positive note. If you'd like more help on this, I hope all of this was helpful for you. If you'd like more information, please reach out to me. I'd love to touch base with you. Everyone have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.